Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for today: a new monument dedication at Veterans Park, plus a woman is behind bars for hitting a man with her car, and an update from the legislative session. All that plus more news, local sports, and weather with Sam Ryan. That's all coming up today live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, some exciting news. According to the City of Richmond community Facebook page, a Veterans Park monument will be dedicated April the 12th of 2024 at 10 a.m. at Richmond's Armory Park. That's at 321 North 2nd Street. The monument honors inductees into the Kentucky Veterans Hall of Fame. These images on the screen now are the monument being put into place today in preparation for that dedication ceremony. Again, that dedication ceremony coming up April the 12th at 10 a.m. at the Armory Park. Well, have you been struggling with keeping your home the right temperature? Do you find yourself constantly going back to the thermostat to adjust? Today, Michael Watkins tells us what you're doing and why you might be doing it, and it's a bigger problem than you think. Here's Michael.
In Kentucky, the temperature change can be an issue almost daily, especially this time of year where overnight and in the morning it's cold, and then midday into the evening the temperature is much warmer. Some HVAC manufacturers recommend users refrain from turning on their AC when the outdoor temperature is lower than 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Running it when it's cold can damage the machine. If this happens, you may encounter more problems once the weather gets hotter. That's why we went straight to the experts at Fayette Heating and Air and asked them what they would recommend on doing this time of year.
As a homeowner, something to always be mindful about this time of year is, check your filter. Dirty filters can cause all kinds of issues in this type of year. Going into AC, a dirty filter can freeze your system up, going to cause a bunch of issues on the back end of that. Clogged drains, all this is going to tie into a dirty filter. And also to be mindful that we're all getting out doing the yard work for the first time of the year. I know I did this last weekend. Hey, let's just try not to blow the grass all over the outdoor units. Again, these are going to cause small issues that can down the road cause bigger ones.
Right now, a lot of people are also looking to save money, and in doing so, might try and find ways of doing things around their home themselves.
Always better have an expert come and lay hands on it, for a number of reasons. Manufacturers will void your warranty actually as a homeowner trying to open up a unit and clean it. But again, just like if you're getting ready for a big road trip, anything else, you're going to take your car, get a maintenance. Same thing with this. Your system's about to have a long, hard summer ahead of it. Let's just go ahead and get it ready for what's to come.
In general, most HVAC systems will last 15 to 25 years, but depending on the type of system and other contributing factors, that estimate can be highly variable. Even with HVAC maintenance and regular repairs, eventually even the best boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioners today will run their course.
So you can tell that off the model and serial number typically. So I can't give you a great guideline on how to do it on every system because all the brands do it differently, but that's something we can talk about on your inspection with us. As far as replacement, every situation is different. Obviously, if it's broken and we're looking at a huge repair cost, that's always a great time to do it. But there's a ton of tax credits and everything out there that sometimes make it make sense on some of these older units that are still working as well. Heat, again, I'm going to go off Madison County. Madison County is predominantly heat pumps. The average in Kentucky, you're looking at 10 to 12 years before a major breakdown.
If you have questions or need more advice on how to take care of your heating and cooling system, just reach out to Fayette Heating and Air or one of the many other local experts in the area. For WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Well, a Wayne County Sheriff's deputy arrested a Monticello woman after police say she struck her boyfriend with her vehicle. The incident occurred early this morning around 5 a.m. A Wayne County Sheriff's deputy responded to a West Kentucky Highway 92 residence to investigate a reported verbal altercation. When the deputies arrived, he located the woman, later identified as Amanda Parmley of Monticello, sitting in her vehicle with her boyfriend. The deputy was shown a video recording of the incident. Police say the video depicted the verbal altercation as well as Parmley intentionally striking the victim with her car. Parmley was arrested and charged with second-degree assault and second-degree wanton endangerment. She was lodged in the Wayne County Detention Center. Well, Bluegrass Crime Stoppers has announced that a wanted man out of Lexington has been found deceased in Tennessee. The Union County, Tennessee Sheriff's Office confirmed the death of Jason Coots. Details surrounding the death have not been released at this point. Crime Stoppers identified Coots as the most wanted person of the week on Wednesday. They announced the death Thursday morning. Coots was wanted for bail jumping and failure to appear. We don't have a lot of details on that story, but we'll get those to you as they become available. Well, residents of Kings Mill Marina in Garrard County are facing unexpected eviction notices, prompting outrage and frustration among the community. Longtime resident Connie Phillips, 71, told our media partner WLAX-18 of her reluctance to leave behind the place she's called home for nearly 3 years. Despite investing about $30,000 in remodeling her home, Phillips, like many others, found herself forced to pack up and move out. The marina, previously under the ownership of the same individual for over 20 years, was recently sold with promises of revitalization. However, residents were shocked when asked to vacate the premise, with some receiving notices as short as 24 hours. While the property's operations manager cited safety concerns due to deteriorating infrastructure as the reason for the swift evictions, residents questioned the legality of the process. Residents emphasized the need for formal written notice in accordance with landlord-tenant laws to ensure a fair and transparent eviction process. And this is, of course, an ongoing story, and we'll have updates for you as they become available. Oh, another nice day out there in the Bluegrass. We've got Sam Ryan. It's almost the weekend. Not only that, it's almost Easter. We've got Sam in with our forecast. That is coming up next here live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow! Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
Watch The Real McCoys, weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland. Family known as The Real McCoys. Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Another nice day here in the Bluegrass. We've got Sam Ryan to take a look at our forecast for tomorrow and the Easter weekend. Here's Sam.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. And hi, folks. We're going to have a pretty nice weekend as we head into Good Friday and, of course, Easter on Sunday. We'll have a chance at a couple showers, but really don't expect much here out of this weak little tiny system that's going to be moving on through. It's more of a disturbance than anything. Taking a look out there on Thursday, nice, beautiful driving weather. We'll be warming up a couple more degrees here going into Good Friday with, again, dry weather pretty much through Saturday, but Saturday night we could get some of those showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Again, it's just a weak disturbance. It's rounding a ridge that's over us. We're kind of on the north edge of that. So a short wave moving through Saturday night into Sunday. Most of the day is going to be dry, and even if we do get hit, it's going to be just kind of a one-off type of thing, so isolated in nature. Once that clears, a much bigger storm is expected to form over the Rockies and move east. I think we'll have huge severe weather outbreak in areas of the Mississippi River Valley on Monday, and then Tuesday that system will begin to impact us with a chance of some showers and storms. So we're looking at low temperatures out the door here Good Friday, upper 30s to low 40s, a cool start to our day. Highs will top out in the upper 60s and low 70s even in a few spots. Lots of sunshine to enjoy. Again, high pressure overhead, sliding a little bit down to our south. And so rounding the edge, the northern edge of that is this little disturbance. Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. Again, it's just have to point it out, but most of us probably going to end up just staying dry. Those winds a little breezy out of the southwest. Again, that will continue to help warm us up through Saturday. Look at this. Saturday's highs will be around 70 and looking at 67 Sunday. Again, not a washout by any stretch. Isolated in nature, best chances early in the morning and late at night. And then again, much better chances Monday night and Tuesday with that bigger system moving in.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, public safety is the topic of the two reports today from the state capitol as both Charles Baglin and Keith West update us on the bills that deal with public safety. One discusses the bill currently making its way to the House of Representatives on the topic of vaccinations. The other discusses the bill known as the Kentucky Safer Act and how it can impact civilians and criminals alike.
In the interest of public safety, the world welcomed COVID-19 vaccines. And while we still have the right to vaccinate, the Kentucky Senate has advanced a bill which would prohibit vaccine mandates for specific purposes. That list includes student enrollment or participation in any student-sponsored program, acquiring or maintaining a professional license for employment or for medical treatment in the Commonwealth. The measure cleared the Senate, but not without its share of no votes from both sides of the aisle. Senator Lindsey Tishner of Louisville sponsors the bill.
SB 295 represents a pivotal step in addressing the complexities surrounding vaccine mandates and underscores the importance of preserving individual liberties, even in the face of public health challenges.
Senator Berg, who is also a medical doctor, says the virus is continually mutating, and healthcare professions need safeguards in place, not taken away.
And if I have a right to be protected from a communicable disease that we actually have a vaccine for, and you choose not to do that, then you stay home.
As the session winds down, the bill moves to the House for consideration. Reporting at the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
A sweeping crime bill called the Kentucky SAFER Act was debated in the State House. The policy of House Bill 5 includes a 3 strikes law for violent offenders, increases penalties for vandalism, and removes early release for crimes committed while using a firearm, among other provisions. Representative Jared Ballman of Jefferson County commented when asked how the success of the bill will be measured.
Yeah, I think we can look at crime statistics in general to see if it's having an impact. But when we think about the focus on violent crime here, I think that human life is a good way to measure it, and ensuring that we save lives by holding criminals accountable for their actions is very important, and that's what we're doing in this bill.
Those who spoke against the measure cited that there were too many unknowns in the bill, such as how much it would cost to implement, what would the state do about prison overcrowding, and how the legislation would affect homelessness. State Representative Rachel Roberts of Campbell County spoke against the measure.
This bill doesn't make Kentucky safer. Instead, it limits the off-ramps for those who have strayed to return into the fold, to be able to return as lawfully contributing citizens. This bill isn't right. It isn't fiscally responsible. It isn't solving the right problems.
After a lengthy debate, the House gave final passage to House Bill 5, and it will now head to the governor's desk for his signature to become law. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Charles and Keith. On those report, we're going to take another quick break. We've got Dawson Rule coming up with sports right after this.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Leeds Fine Jewelry, located in beautiful downtown Richmond, has been a trusted name for 30 years. John Leeds handcrafts unique jewelry that is sure to stand out above the rest. Come see the selection of red Kentucky agate necklaces, earrings, and rings, available in both silver and gold. Leeds also specializes in jewelry repair and restoration. Visit Leeds Fine Jewelry, nationally known and locally owned.
Transparency is what separates Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration apart from the rest. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and are here to serve all over Central Kentucky. Their team of experts will help you break down the cost of a new roof or repair and help you make the most informed decision possible. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, residential or commercial, Kentucky Roofs and Restoration can do it all. Like them on Facebook to learn more or call 859-200-5065.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Sports Today. Dawson Rule has interview moments from UK football defense coordinator Brad White and a player, Brian Robinson. Also stay for some baseball scores and from the area and more local sports. Here's Dawson.
Today has been another great day of local sports. From football to baseball and softball, and of course in Kentucky we can't forget about basketball. Where should we get started? I guess with UK football today, as they're in spring practice, and the UK football team hosted a media presser, with some coaches and players making appearances. One of the coaches who spoke was defensive coordinator Brad White, who was adamant about his defense making big plays next season, while also explaining how hard those big plays are to make year to year.
I think it's a continual stress of, hey, listen, the margin for error between playing great defense and average defense is this small. It is. It's making a tackle one year and then not making it, say, last year. Dropping an interception when it should be an interception. Like, those plays change games. They change outcomes. You know, it's wins and losses. It's keeping points off the board. Obviously, third down. We were really good 2 years ago on third down. They were only 33%. Last year in the 40s, not good enough. Now the back half of the season, we played better. The first half in third down was not. And so understanding those crucial moments are going to be what defines this season. And you don't know when those moments are going to happen.
A newer member of the team, Brian Robinson, who's very outgoing on social media, also came to speak. And you could tell he was motivated to get better day by day. Robinson spoke about his decision on why he chose UK and the family feel that it gives him.
Just family. I mean, being from Youngstown, Ohio, you got Coach Stoops, you got Merrill. I mean, you got the guys, so I'm not just like another kid on the team. It was like family. And then Coach Stu is a great coach as well, and I knew he could develop me.
UK is currently going through spring practices right now, getting players conditioned and ready for the season. Moving on to softball, the Eastern softball team is certainly on a roll. Last night the Colonels defeated Northern Kentucky and Richmond 12-2 on a walk-off grand slam by star player Maddie Rutan. With the win, EKU has now won 15 consecutive games in a row and at home. The win streak is the second longest in program history and is nearing one of the longest ones in Division I softball. The Colonels will be back to ASUN Conference play this weekend, hosting North Alabama Friday and Saturday to keep the win streak going and also keep their ASUN ranking at the top. Now for some scores from coverage area baseball and softball teams at the high school level. We'll start with softball. Madison Central dropped to 8-1 after a tough 14-0 loss on the road to a very good male team last night. That was the only softball match for Madison County teams, so on to baseball. Berea starts us off as they won over Bluegrass United 6-4. The Pirates only had 4 hits, but were able to move on the base path enough for the W. Madison Southern beat Bryan Station 12-0, with pitcher Trey Helton throwing a 6-inning no-hitter. Now tonight, the Eagles will host Franklin County at home at 6:15. Madison Central beat Whitley County 11-6 on the road last night, and this was a solid win, as Whitley County, if you all remember, was the defending state champions for baseball last year, but they had a newer lineup this season. And don't forget about Models boys, who are now 5-2 and will be playing Bluegrass United tonight at home. Also today, UK women's basketball will be announcing their new head coach, Kenny Brooks, to local media. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to hear all comments from Coach Brooks. That's going to be all for today's sports coverage. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's Sports Report.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news coming up here live at 5.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
what do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy. Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. In a recent development in the Adam Weiser trial, the sex charges made against the Lexington child care director were dropped after the prosecution failed to obtain an indictment. As it has been reported, Weiser was accused in July 2023 of raping and sexually assaulting a 4-year-old during his employ as the site director at one parent schoolhouse. Weiser denied the allegations and pleaded not guilty before the grand jury on July 24th. Jason Siskowski, Weiser's attorney, stated concerns Weiser's defense, saying, "Thankfully, our legislation provides rights for the accused. One of those statutory rights is that the Commonwealth must secure an indictment within 6 months of a preliminary hearing, or else the case is eligible for expungement." Siskowski went on to say that they are allowed the Commonwealth 8 months to assemble and produce an indictment before the case could move to expungement. As previously stated, no indictment was produced and all charges have been dropped. Regarding this recent development, the attorneys said, "As we have maintained from the beginning, Adam is innocent." Well, if you are looking forward to summer, we got lots of great summer day camp information here. Richmond Parks and Rec is presenting the summer day camp. If you register before April the 30th, you will get an early bird discount. There are 8 one-week sessions. They're going to start on June the 6th, and they are for students from K through 5th grade. $100 per camper per week. Paradise Cove Aquatic Center visits, outdoor activities, there'll be field trips, and so much more. If you would like more information or to register, you can visit richmond.ky.us.parks. Again, that is summer day camp starting June 6th, and that is for 8 weeks. If you'd like to register, Clicking on over to the Parks and Rec site now. Well, thanks so much for joining us today live at 5. We got some softball action tonight. Madison Southern hosts Wolfe County in an early season matchup tonight at 6. Dawson Rule and the sports crew will be going live at 6 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube to bring you the Lady Eagles softball. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.